Yesterday I was about to start my set when a 300-pound Viking walked past me and he was listening to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off. I find it so funny that this guy could probably bench my house and he's just casually got 22 playing in his ears. And that's when I realised, your gym playlist tells me way more about you than you probably think. But I vibe listening to Shake It Off because that song always gets me in a good mood. I mean, what a bop. Anyway, if you listen to white girl music, you're the type of person who sees life like it's all sunshine and rainbows. You're going to the gym because you actually like it, have a loving girlfriend at home, and love your job. Like, you're just living the life. You probably don't take the gym that seriously. You just walk in, throw some weight around, and don't even have a proper split. Then go home and eat whatever you want.
It's called replenishing glycogen.
And somehow, you're still making better progress than the guy who's tracking the exact amount of olive oil he cooks his chicken in. And I am jealous of you. You're the guy everybody wants to go out and get food with after the gym because you're just easy to be around. You probably get asked for spots all the time because you just look like the nicest guy there. Like, if I had to choose between asking you or the 120 kilogram guy in the stringer who's just screamed at the barbell, I'm picking you every time. You might not even be the most jacked guy in the gym, but somehow you've still got one of the most aesthetic physiques in the entire building. Moving on, we have the people who listen to metal, which is pretty much the exact opposite of the white girl music. You are almost exclusively in the gym because you need to prove something, or you're genuinely going through it. You're probably going through a breakup and thinking if you get jacked enough, she'll either realise what she lost or want you back. You most likely do the bro split and scream as loud as your vocal cords will allow on every rep. You've even got a preset ritual where you low-key start hyperventilating like you're about to be deployed to war. The amount of pre-workout in your bloodstream is twice the lethal dose, and somehow your heart rate is still calmer than mine. Any disruption to your workout and you've immediately got forehead veins popping out. You watch Sam Sulek religiously while eating your plate of nothing but 5% beef mince and a bit of rice. But unironically, you've managed to progress faster than almost everyone else in the gym, and you're probably one of the biggest guys there. Don't worry, bro. True happiness is only around the corner. Next up, we have rap. If you listen to rap while lifting, you're either the most chill dude on earth or some ego-lifting motherfucker. Like, there's genuinely no in-between. You're either waiting a full 3 minutes for the beat to drop before attempting a weight that's way too heavy for you, or you're just standing there sipping water, completely locked in. Dead ass, every time I've overheard someone listening to rap, there's a 50-50 chance that either shadow boxing between sets like they're in a music video, or they're there with the cleanest form and most perfect reps I've ever seen. You're either doing a full body every single day with absolutely zero rest days, which is causing you to look like Joe Biden's left nut, or you're running the most optimal split ever devised by mankind. Every exercise tracked, every rep logged, every set timed. Progressive overload calculated down to the decimal. Even your diet has no in-between. It's either a monster and a joint, or a full course meal with fruit, vegetables, protein, healthy fats, and every single micronutrient known to man, like you're trying to replicate Superman's DNA. That's the funniest thing about rap listeners. You never know which one you're about to meet until they either start throwing fake punches between sets, or hit the cleanest set of Romanian deadlifts you've ever witnessed. Next up we have phonk, and I'm not gonna lie, at first I had absolutely no clue what this was. So I decided to give it a listen, and oh my goodness, could I feel my brain melting in real time. These songs genuinely have so much stimulation. It feels like I'm watching a Mr. Beast video where there's a cut every 1.5 seconds. Like, you probably do your sets while having Subway Surfers on your phone at the same time. I was gonna say what split I think you do, but I genuinely don't think you even have one because you probably go into the gym, do one set of each exercise, realize you're not getting enough stimulation, and immediately leave. Or you're the complete opposite, you spend 30 minutes on one machine because you got stuck in a TikTok doom scrolling trap. You probably come home and your diet consists of just donuts, cookies, and sugar. But it's okay because you're just replenishing your glycogen. If you listen to this, I'd be surprised if you made gains, but you're probably a really good gym bro to hang out with and get some motivation from between sets, because you're just so hyper all the time. And then we have shuffle. If you listen to your music on shuffle, you're probably swapping your split every couple of days. One day it's push-pull legs, the next is anterior-posterior, and then somehow you're doing an Arnold split because some guy on TikTok said it was optimal. You're always trying to find the perfect hack that's going to get you to progress in the least amount of time possible. I wouldn't be surprised if you've ended up with so many muscle imbalances from constantly changing your split. And the fact that the hype songs only come on every now and then. You're just sat there with one massive forearm, a tiny right quad, and acting like it's completely normal. You probably walk into the gym thinking you're going to do an arm day. Then your playlist throws out the Rocky soundtrack and suddenly you're halfway through a leg workout. Your diet's probably the exact same. One minute you're on a low carb, the next you're doing keto, then you're on a high protein diet. You're constantly switching between cutting and bulking because you can never actually decide what you want. If you listen to Shuffle, you've probably still made a decent amount of progress, but you're also the type of person that's permanently stuck in some sort of plateau because every time something starts working, you switch to something else. We then have the people who listen to no music, which means you're either a complete beginner in the gym and you haven't realized how annoying it is to hear other people screaming in your ears, or listen to Blinding Lights for the 50th time on the gym speakers, or you're a psychopath. And I have a confession to make. I'm actually one of these people, which probably explains why all my takes about the other music genres are complete ass. I don't know, there's just something about being able to hear your own shoulder click on the bench press that's so satisfying. I mean, who doesn't want a built-in rep counter? But I've been told listening to no music in the gym is absolutely criminal. It's like never having watched the Star Wars trilogy before, which I also haven't done. You're probably a pretty boring person and just stick to the most optimal exercises. Your split is probably push-pull-leg. You follow Jacob Ostreicher on TikTok and pretty much copy whatever he says. Your meal prep is exactly the same as well. You're just having chicken breast for the 16th time this week, and if you're feeling extra adventurous, you might even have a white monster. Finally, we have podcasts, which pretty much only means one thing. You're a self-proclaimed science-based lifter or a university student that's prioritized the gym over actually going to their lectures. You're probably trying to learn about your physics final while doing a bench press at the same time, and I mean fair enough. Or you're listening to something about stretch-mediated hypertrophy, while Jeff Nippart's explaining why moving your elbow half an inch is going to increase your gains by 2.7%. I mean, come on, bro. Just lift the weight with some intensity and consistency. I'd argue listening to a podcast while lifting is much worse than listening to no music at all, because how the hell are you focusing on whatever they're saying and lifting at the same time? There's only one exception to this, and that's cardio, but nobody does that. I can understand listening to a good podcast then. You've probably also got every supplement there is. Creatine, pre-workout, vitamins, fish oil, magnesium. By the time you finish taking them all, you've basically swallowed an entire chemistry set before you've even stepped foot in the gym. But to be fair, you probably know more about muscle building than the PT that works there. Anyway, let me know what you listen to in the gym, and if I missed any playlists, roast me in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.